Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest, Dr. Bhagwat Karat, has already arrived. Let's give a big, big round of applause for sir. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. We're truly honored to have you with us today. Thank you so much once again, sir, for joining us. So very good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome to you all. My name is Riya Kumar, your host for this spectacular evening, and I welcome each one of you to this very epic ceremony. I'm super delighted to be with all of you today to steer the proceedings of this beautiful, beautiful evening. Thank you so much for coming here and for gracing the occasion with your esteemed presence. Thank you so much once again. So before we start off with the event, can we have a big round of applause? And let's kickstart this event with a big round of applause from each and every one of you. Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, since its inception in 1988, with a capital influx of a mere USD 300, the Badve Group has come a long way. The group has held its position through its journey of over 3 decades, starting with a single shed as an automotive fastener manufacturer to its strong position today as a market leader in automotive sheet metal and polymer products, amongst a highly diversified product portfolio with a global footprint spanning the United States, United Kingdom, Japan, and China. As our strategic agenda evolved, we took to turn the lens inwards to see if our identity and brand narrative adequately represented our dream for the future. Right from the inception, our focus has always been on solving problems for the future using our core expertise in engineering as the foundation. So with that, we now proceed to the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. So ladies and gentlemen, as you know, in our Indian tradition, the lighting of the lamp is considered as the most beautiful and auspicious way for a new beginning. To mark this auspicious, beautiful program, we begin our program with the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. And for that, I request all of you to please put your hands together for our chief guest of honor, Dr. Bhagwat Karat, Honorable Minister of State for Finance of Government of India. Request you, sir, to please join us on stage with a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. Can I also request Dr. Ashish Pandey, Executive Director at Bank of Maharashtra, to please join us on stage. Mr. Milind Kale, Chairman at Cosmos Cooperative Bank, to please join us on stage. Mr. Shrikant Badve, Managing Director, Badve Engineering Limited. Mrs. Supriya Badve, Executive Director, Badve Engineering Limited. Mr. Sumit Badve, President, EV Mobility Services. And Mr. Saswit Badve, the youngest son of Mr. Shrikant and Mrs. Supriya Badve. Of the lamp before the commencement of an event spreads divine grace, brightness, and prosperity. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. Blessings bring in our lives success and happiness. Journey ahead for the Badve Group. With that, our today's program has been formally inaugurated with our dignitaries. Let's give a big, big round of applause as we have formally inaugurated our program for today evening. And a big thank you to all our dignitaries for gracing the stage with your presence. So ladies and gentlemen, going ahead with the tradition of seeking blessings from the Almighty, this would be incomplete without seeking the blessings of Ganpati Bappa. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we now proceed with our program with the auspicious Ganesh Vandana dance performance. एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए for our performance for the evening.
Good evening to honorable guests and one and all present here. I, Namita Raut, and my friend Pramod Wagh are delighted to perform this evening for you all. We are disciples of the well-known Guru Srimati Shamatai Bhate from Nadrup, a school of performing arts. This institute has been active in the field of performing arts from the past 35 years. Over the years, 600 students have studied and Nadrup and the 600 students have studied at Nadrup, and many of the disciples are performing, teaching, and creatively engaged in India and across the globe. Today, we'll start our performance by seeking the blessings of Lord Ganesh, presenting a Ganesh Vandana, Pranamya Shirsa Devam, Gauri Putram Vinayakam, Bhakta Vasam Smare Nityam, Ayu Kamartha Siddhaye, followed by a Ganesh Paran.
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं प्रणम्य शिरसा गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तावासं स्मरे नित्यम् आयुकामार्थसिद्धये भक्तावासं स्मरे नित्यम्
Our next presentation will be a chaturang. Chaturang is a musical composition. Chaturang is a musical composition of Hindustani classical music within which 4 elements are structured: sargam, sahitya, tarana bowls, and nritya bowls. The tarana is being composed by Ustad Shahid Parvez ji, and the chaturang composition is constructed by our Guru Srimati Shamatai Bhate, which is in Rag Des and Tal Ek Tal. The bowl of the Sahitya element is O Sham Mori Baiya Gahona, Larakhaiya Karona, हम तो नारी पराए घर की, हमरे लिए गोपाल रहोना. Presenting Chaturang. कर कैया करो ना हो श्याम
नादिर दिरदानी तुम दिरदानी नादिर दिरदानी तुम दिरदानी नादिर दिरदानी तुम दिरदानी तन देरे ना नादिर दिरदानी तुम दिरदानी तन देरे ना देरे ना देरे ना देरे ना दानी दिरदानी
हम तो नारी पराए घर की हम तो नारी पराए घर की हम तो नारी पराए घर की हमरे भरोसे गोपाल रहो ना हमरे भरोसे गोपाल रहो ना गोपाल रहो ना गोपाल रहो ना हो श्याम मोरी
दीन तदानी तदेरना तननन देरना देरना तन तदेरना देरना देरना दानी दीन तदा ताथे ताथे तरथे आथे 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 तरथे थे तथे तथे थे थे तत थे 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 तत ता थे 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 तत ता थे 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 ता
आथे थे तत आथे आथे थे तत आथे
तत थे थे तत थे थे ताथे तरथे थे तथे तथे थे थे तत ता थे थे तत ता ता थे 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 ता थे 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 ता थे 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 ता
Wow, I think that's one of the best Ganesh Vandana performances I have personally ever witnessed, and I'm sure all our guests here would definitely agree with me. एक बार जोरदार ताली हो जाए हमारे performers के लिए. Thank you so much for that beautiful performance. So, ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, we have a very special guest with us, and that is our MD Sir's mother, Kumud ma'am. And before I invite her on stage, I would request Dr. Bhagwat Karatji to please join us on stage and felicitate our MD Sir's mother, Kumud ma'am. एक बार जोरदार ताली हो जाए for Dr. Bhagwat Karatji, Honorable Minister of State for Finance of Government of India. Can I please request Kumud ma'am to please join us? आपके जोरदार तालियों से we should have a big round of applause for Madam. देवियों सज्जनों, जहाँ माँ है वहाँ सब कुछ है। एक बार इस माता जी के लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां फिर से हो जाए। शुक्रिया मैम for your presence here. And thank you Karar sir for felicitating Kumud ma'am. Request you sir to please stay on stage as I humbly request now Mr. Shrikant Badve, Managing Director, Badve Engineering Limited, to kindly felicitate our Chief Guest of Honor, Honorable Minister of State for Finance of Government of India, Dr. Bhagwat Karar ji. एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए for Dr. Karar. So we are now joined by Sumit and Swastit, sons of Mr. Shrikant Badve. The entire family is here. और सर भी है. एक बार फिर से जोरदार ताली हो जाए. जोरदार. I want everyone to give a big round of applause. This is a moment that we should all cherish for days to come. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for joining us. So can I now request Mrs. Supriya Badve ma'am, Executive Director, Badve Engineering Limited, to please present Mr. Milind Kale, Chairman at Cosmos Cooperative Bank Limited, with a token of appreciation and welcome him on our behalf for today's program. देवियों सज्जनों, थोड़ा एनर्जी हो जाए तो और अच्छा रहेगा. You know, we want the energy to be there constantly throughout the evening. Thank you, Milind sir, for joining us today. Gracing the occasion and for strengthening the stage today with your presence. Thank you once again. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, we now shift our focus to our screens as we are about to showcase the inspiring journey of Badve Engineering Limited in the form of a very interesting audiovisual that we're going to present right now. So I want all of you to please fix your eyes onto the screens. Can we have the video, please?
Manufacturer and aggregator of automotive components for various domestic and global OEM players like Bajaj, Tata Motors, JLR, VE Sebi, Ashok Leyland and Hero Group. Established in 1988, the group as a manufacturing company has a pan-India presence in 7 states with its headquarters. The Badve Engineering Group has evolved in 3 decades and are the leading manufacturer and aggregator of automotive components for various domestic and global OEM players like Bajaj, Honda, Tata Motors, JLR, VE Sebi, Ashok Leyland and Hero Group. Established in 1988, the group as a manufacturing company has a pan-India presence in 7 states with its headquarters in Pune and Aurangabad. It is a leading player in automotive components for 2, 3 and 4-wheeler passenger, commercial and electric vehicles, supplying to most of the global and domestic OEMs. The business verticals include metal processing, polymer processing, suspensions, mirrors, foundry. They have a floriculture division which comes from their passion towards green India. They have recently forayed into the B2C segment by launching a full-fledged pan-India aftermarket network for suspensions, mirrors and helmets. Their turnaround revenue of $700 million in financial year 21-22 includes businesses within India and exports spread across North America, Europe, Southeast Asia and Africa. The Badve Engineering Group saga begins with Mr. Shrikant Badve. He started with a single 150 square feet shed factory in Pune. By looking for a land, he saw an opening in Aurangabad and ODC.
Somehow at back of my mind, I should become a job giver, not a job seeker. So we started in Pune and we wanted to expand further. I shifted to Aurangabad, land cost was much cheaper and today we have around 30 plants across India.
Mr. Badve struck gold by establishing his unit in Aurangabad. It has evolved since then to become a market leader with 30 plus manufacturing units all over India. Their national and international growth is very encouraging thanks to superb teamwork, efficient supply chains and a growing customer base. The group's growth speaks well for the long 35 years glorious journey. Today, Mr. Shrikant Badve, becoming the brand ambassador of Magnetic Maharashtra, is instrumental in driving the key initiative of Make in India. The Badve Group has received recognition awards from the Honorable President of India, Shri Shankar Dayal Sharma, for our quality products and entrepreneurship, and also from then Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Dr. Manmohan Singh, for our expertise in research and development. The group has been recognized with 4 JIPM awards: India Manufacturing Excellence, Kaizen, Frost and Sullivan Awards, and quality awards from many customers. Mrs. Supriya Badve joined the company in 1997 in the capacity of an executive director.
During initial days, my focus was on accounts and finance as the business was in growing stage. Further, with time and business growth, I was involved in polymer division. My prime focus was on HR, production, finance, and business excellence. With my full involvement, I started focusing on gender diversity by recruiting women workforce. In 2007, our revenue was $68 million. Then we have been a path of strong growth and today has reached $700 million.
Together with their sons, Sumed and Swastit, they run this family-owned enterprise with great sincerity and foresight. Our company's strength lies in its growth and the numerous products offered. Apart from their strength in manufacturing, people asset, teamwork, dedication contributes majorly in this journey. The team consists of 3,200 plus associates and 12,000 plus blue-collar employees. Going strength by strength, the group has grown by 15 to 18% CAGR. The next generation of the Badve family, Sumed and Swastit, are driving forward the company's future vision and strategy in the EV, ADAS and drone space.
With the whole EV disruption that has come in the automotive industry, sustainability is and net zero emission is, both of them are very core to our value proposition and to our mission and vision at large. We really want to embrace this opportunity to transition into electric and clean mobility this transition is allowing us to double down and on our growth journey and grow exponentially.
An organization like the Badve Engineering Group wants to rewrite their success story in the world of manufacturing. The words of our late President, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, summarizes the Badve Engineering Group's journey. Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action.
Without much further ado, may I please call upon the main pillar of the Badve Engineering Limited Group, Mr. Shrikant Badve, Managing Director, Badve Engineering Limited, to please join us on stage and share his thoughts and perspectives on the 3-decade journey of BEL.
How's the Josh, Badve Engineering? One more. Good. So today is a rebirth of our company. It's a renaming of the company. It's a new vision, new thoughts. And I thought with whom I should share this. My team, who has been with me in last 35 years, supporting me left, right, in all good and tough times. So this was our mind that we should do a good function, and it was decided that we should do this at the hands of Honorable Minister of State of Finance, Dr. Bhagwat Karad sir. He was busy in last couple of days, and we wanted to do in the presence of Sumit and Swastit when they were in India. And they came here just couple of days, and now they are leaving back to US in next couple of days. So we have very narrow window, and today's day is a day where we are celebrating this. It was just decided yesterday afternoon that today's day is available and we should make it good. And in no less than 24 hours, we are here together. So this shows a lot of warmth and feeling of our near and dear. So this is one of the very, very memorable moment for me, and I really thank you everyone who has been here to witness this. For any person, his entry in the world is through his father and mother. So today my mother is here. I'm missing my father. But I'm sure he must be supporting me from the heaven. So beginning of the factory was 1987. The first decade, 1988 to 1998. It is the first beginning of my career. I never knew how an entrepreneur is there, how he is to face the challenges, but yes, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. And both my mother and father gave me full freedom, gave me full free hand. They said, you please do whatever you want to do. We are here with you as a strong pillar. And that freedom made me take decisions with courage, with risk. And outcome of that is today we are here. Next decade, I can say is the evolution decade. We had some clarity. We learned something what we should do. We understood something which is our strength, how we can do. So it's a more an evolution, something we can say. The next second decade. Third decade came as an expansion. We expanded from Aurangabad to Pantnagar to Chennai. You have seen the AV. We went to 7 states. So it's an expansion decade. And now we are coming at as a new challenge. We have to grow a different horizons. So we have to look for different products, better products, which I will spell out in my coming journey. So a small company, evolution, expansion, and now new horizons. This is not a journey which was simple. It was not a straight. There are a lot of challenges, lot of steep rises, but yes, together we faced it. In this journey, we got a lot of appreciation. We got award from Ministry of Industry, Government of India for quality, for entrepreneurship. We received the award at Delhi at the hands of President of India, Dr. Shankar Das Sharma. It is a very proud moment for us. When you get acknowledged at a country level, Quality Award was the only one award across the country. Entrepreneurship Award, where there are only 3 awards across the country. When you get appreciated at a country level and get such acknowledgement, I think it's a strong patting on your team. Yes, you are doing good, and it motivates you to do further good. Many of you know how we have started. First component was a small washer, then we started some welding, and then sub parts and parts. So welding is something which we are doing as a major focus. We do frames, we do mufflers, we do plastic parts. I think that is our strength. We are now look for a strong company which welds. Welding is bringing people together, making them stay together for lifelong. Our warranty is in PPM, just few numbers in lakhs. So our strength, our approach is to bring people together, weld them, stay them together, make them grow together. In next decade, we got award for R&D, research and development. Again, it's a very tough award. There are only 3 awards across the country. We got acknowledged at that level. So this is something, this is not an achievement of me. There are people in our company, white collar and blue collar. Everybody supported me and made this happen. So this is an outcome. Today I may be standing here alone, but behind me there's a strength which is supporting me and backing me. So I really appreciate them for their strong, undoubted support. It's a very big strength for me. There are few photographs for our various locations, how we have gone for a really a good and really world-class facilities. You know, many of you that yes, you've seen from the AV, the first year turnover was just a lakh of rupees 8,000 per month, just 3 workers. I never knew that I will reach to this target. I never set this target. But as we go ahead, year by year, and we decided to raise our bar. We set higher targets. We decided that we should do more better. And that is the reason, that is the outcome. Today we are a 5,000 crores company. We are the #1 company in the India in our space. We are in ancillary space supplying to auto components. We are #1 company in the country. I think it's a very, very big proud feeling for everyone over here. Couple of customers in India, outside India, non-EV, EV, we do supply to all these customers with a lot of commitment that we should make them wow. Yes, I'm working with Badve Engineering. Yes, wow, I'm feeling happy. Our main intention, my main intention is to have a wow feeling to my customer. In this journey, I have been made as a brand ambassador at the Magnetic Maharashtra. I think it's a big honor for our company and for our city, Aurangabad, and our Marathwada region. There are only 5 people who were doing this. One is known to all of you, Sachin Tendulkar, who is a strong, very famous personality across the world. Second, Shankar Mahadevan, who is a very famous musician. I think third person is known to all of you, Madhuri Dixit, a strong Bollywood person. And I was a person from a male industrialist. It is a big, big feeling that we are doing something for the country, we are doing for the society. In the similar fashion, now there is a new committee formed under the dynamic leadership of our Maharashtra State, CM and Deputy CM, Devendra Fadnavis ji. So it's an Economic Advisory Council, and I am one of the members over there. So the main task that has been given to us is to bring the economy of Maharashtra, how fast we achieve a target of $1 trillion. Today we are at 435, so we have to double our GDP in next 5 years. So our role and responsibility is to prepare a GDP plan for the blueprint, how we'll increase our GDP. So we are going to be a strong team of 21 people, and N. Chandrasekharan, who is chairman of Tata Sons, is our leader. I am sure under a very able and strong guidance from them, we will be able to do this for the growth of our state, Maharashtra, of our country. So Make in India is what is going to happen. Atmanirbhar Bharat is our motto, and I think that is going to make our country 5 trillion GDP in a couple of years. So what is the strength of Badve Engineering? Customer centric approach, TPM, GIPM, we have got various awards, 30 years and long, 30 plus years, we are consistently keeping happiness to our customer and we are making them comfortable. I always feel every person of Badve Engineering is a clone of Shrikant Badve. We have 30 locations. Earlier, 3 people, and I was able to communicate to my customer. There was easy communication. Now there are 15,000 people. Customer expects that every person behaves like Shrikant Badve. The way I show commitment to my customer, hard work, timely commitment, quality, and all. So they expect this, that my team should do in the same spirit. So I always feel the person who wears name Badve logo on his shirt is my clone. And I always try to give them a good training, a good understanding that how they can match my philosophy and how they can go near to the satisfaction so customer feels wow feeling. So that is the biggest strength I feel is coming out of my team. So this is what we are today. Now how are we going to shape up? So there was a long debate happening, Sumed and Swastit, when they came from US, and we were discussing internally. So they say there are very few companies who are having a surname as a company name, and we should have a strong brand name, a different brand name. So we are debating this, that. So a lot of time went into that, couple of months. Then we appointed one agency from outside. We gave them a mandate, please do this. So I am not going to take the time of the Shashank, who is going to explain our journey from our current name to a new name. The new name is something that I think is going to be more dynamic, is going to be more energetic, is going to give a direction to the future. How are we going to a future-centric company, which is going to be a strong company on the technology? So this is the very, very important aspect. While doing this, we must ensure that the safety of the people, the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the area where we are living around us and across the country, there should be a safe, it should be a more conducive atmosphere. There should not be much pollution. This is the main target that we have, and we have to bring a component which makes the carbon generation less and we become more user-friendly. Luckily, when we decided that we are going to do the function today, and today afternoon I was just speaking to myself what I should speak. And then I just got a message from my friend, and this is the very strong quote which he sent me on a WhatsApp. Today WhatsApp is a strong guru, is a strong dictionary, is a strong source of knowledge and learning. This is what I got from one of the friends. So I always believe risk is must for a person. You have to take risk. I always say, when you came out from your house, you're walking on the road, you are at a risk. Somebody can come and just dash you. Even when you're at a house, you can sleep on the water, on the floor, and you can have a small accident. So risk is part of life. Sometimes we don't perceive it is a risk, because our mind makes us accepting that. The people in Korea and Japan and Taiwan, for them, earthquake is a normal factor. Earthquake of 5 Richter scale, they are not scared at all. 5.5, they say, okay, 5.5. 6, they say, oh, earthquake happened. 6 is a very, very extreme level of earthquake. But their mindset is that below 5, they say it's normal thing. For them, it is not a factor of risk. So it is a perception that makes you understand what is risk, what is not risk. So we feel roaming around the house, we feel it's not risky. Going from the house to office, we feel it's not risky. Going from office to house is not risky, but it's not so. We see so many accidents happening. We see so many challenges happening. So risk is there everywhere. So we should take risk for our entrepreneurial business, for our business decisions, and we should make it happen. So today's day is the date of National Youth Day. Our country, India, is having the youngest population in the world. That is our strength. So I think it's a very right day that this function is happening. So today is the date of birth for Swami Vivekananda also. And Raja Shiva Chhatrapati, who has been a strong leader for our country, his mother is today, she is also having a birthday. So I think it's a very, very good occasion that we are doing this celebration. We have 2-3 causes which are going to support us, which are going to bless us. So I will not take more time. And I really thank you, all of you who are being here, who are going to witness this transition of a Badve Engineering to a new name. with new targets, with new stressed performance targets, and I'm sure with the support of all of you, we are going to make it happen, and we are going to get a strong support from the Almighty, for our parents, and our society. So I really appreciate and thank you to Dr. Bhagavat Karad, who really spent time. He has traveled all the way from Aurangabad, came here for this function, who will be here with us for some time, and then again he's going to go back to Mumbai. So I really appreciate for the time taken by you, and I convey my sincere thanks to you. Thank you everyone. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you for your kind words, sir. So ladies and gentlemen, with your thunderous round of applause, can I now please call upon Mrs. Supriya Badve ma'am, Executive Director, Badve Engineering Limited, to kindly come on stage and share her valuable insights with all of us. Let's give a big round of applause for Supriya ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable Minister, Dr. Bhagavat Karad, today's guest of honor, Sri Milin Karesji, and all my colleagues, friends, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today on this historical day for Badve Engineering Limited. So, what he mentioned, we are remembering our chairman today. Yes, during this journey, me as a executive director, or right from starting from a very small unit or proprietary unit to limited company, during this journey, I have received lot of support from my parents, remembering them on this occasion today. And I know wherever they are, they must be blessing all of us. I think today is National Youth Day, and on this occasion, on this historical moment, I just want to tell you that our young generation, Mr. Sumed Badve, has received patent. So thank you, Sumed. Very well done. How we have raised our bar, and how we have targeted our win. So we have very strong foundation, like banyan tree, having strong root system to support our outward growth. We have strong customer base of more than 40 plus customers, as you have seen in this AV. We are more working on gender diversity. The women empowerment is not restricted to our female employees only, but for the spouse of our male employees too. Our contribution in various social activities is taken care by all of us. Our future target, yes, our next generation is here. They are going to speak about our future targets. So people are our greatest asset. We value people, building a culture that valuing people, the key is to maximize employee engagement. People who are engaged and thinking critically about how to improve the businesses are organization's best asset. Innovation is our core values, and yes, we always focus on innovation and make our quality sustainable, and with this we gain the confidence from our customers. So invest in employees is one more agenda for our company. Socio-economic development, we always feel participation of people in leadership positions can significantly impact in shaping the country's economic and social policies. So, as I said, I will always focus on gender diversity in our company's growth. So, today we have 10% women for workforce working in Badve Engineering Limited, but we have strong target of 15% by 2026. We are providing some scholarships to AIT, they give specifically girl students who are financially challenged. HR policy revamp brainstorming has been initiated at BEL, wherein we are mapping the best-in-class industry HR practices to reduce attrition in women workforce and attract young women workforce in the organization. Invited, I am also involved in the organization. I have been invited in 3 forums, wherein Smriti Irani ji, Union Cabinet Minister, was chief guest. Also, I am associated with RLSS, Rashtriya Life Saving Samstha, and we have trained almost 15,000 students across pan-India and for their safety and health. Health checkup drives are being taken in our company, which includes bone density, HB, and etc. Appointment as a national chairperson of a Women Entrepreneurs Development Council initiated by SME Chamber of India is one of the achievements for all of us. I'm invited as panelist in various women leadership forums. So this is all about women's era at Badve Engineering Limited. So here I just want to tell you that women workforce are working on various press machines, they are working on assemblies, they are working in polymer division. So, and above all, we are involving spouse of our employees and celebrating various occasions. So these are the special contributions. I just want to mention about one major significant program of Badve Engineering Limited, wherein we have tied up with Rotary International. So I'm thankful to all my Rotary colleagues who are here, wherein we have designed a specific program that the uneducated or less educated people whom we called as the blue collar people, we are providing them a month's training program, academic and practical, so that they should be employment ready, and we are providing them employment also. So this is what about the educational support. We are conducting blood donation camps since last 20 years, and almost every year we are collecting 1,000 plus blood bottles and giving to needy patients. I have my small desire to connect with the nature, and Zara flower is my floriculture project, wherein we are growing nurturing more than 2 lakhs of roses and exporting to UK and Japan. So these are our social contribution. Our next major social contribution and drive is 1 lakh tree plantation drive, where we are focusing thereby growing less carbon emission. So this is from my side. Thank you for patience listening. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a part of this journey and being there for this historical day. Thank you.
Thank you, Supriya ma'am, for taking us through the various CSR and philanthropic activities of the Badve Engineering Group. Thank you so much once again, ma'am. Now with that, we come to the moment wherein we shall witness the digital launch of our new logo. The logo that is the trademark of our new journey for the BELRISE Group. So ladies and gentlemen, let's shift our focus to our screens as we're going to play a video for all of you.
Badve Engineering Limited started with one man's dream, vision, persistent efforts and hard work from a single shared entity to one of the leading Tier 1 supplier of choice with a turnover of over 5,000 crores. As our strategic agenda evolved, we took to turn the lens inwards to see if our identity and brand narrative adequately represented our dream for the future. Through an extensive brand discovery exercise, we found that while many aspects of our brand and business have evolved with time, our core was still as relevant today as it was many decades ago. Many aspects of what we do has evolved to keep pace with changing times. And yet, our why, a reason to be persist as a consistent, continuous thread that remains as true today as ever. Right from inception, Our focus has always been on solving problems for the future, using our core expertise in engineering as the foundation to catapult into modern technologies. To ensure that there was no gap between what we stand for and what we communicate, we decided to rechristen ourselves as BELRISE Industries.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have come to the moment that we all have been eagerly waiting for. So yes, now we're going to witness the physical launch event of our brand, the BELRISE Group, with the unveiling of our very brand new logo. So to mark this momentous occasion and unveil our new brand logo, please join me in welcoming on stage Dr. Bhagwat Karad, Honorable Minister of Finance for Government of India. Can we please have you, sir, on stage? Can I also invite Mr. Milind Kale, Chairman at Cosmos Cooperative Bank Limited, Mr. Shrikant Badve, Managing Director, Badve Engineering Limited, Mrs. Supriya Badve, Executive Director, Badve Engineering Limited, Mr. Sumedh Badve, President, Badve Engineering, elder son of Mr. Shrikant and Mrs. Supriya Badve, and Mr. Swastit Badve, youngest son of Mr. Shrikant and Mrs. Supriya Badve. Can you please have you all on stage? And can I also invite on stage Mr. Kailash Jhandri to please join us on stage? Oh, he's already there? Okay, let's give a big round of applause to all our dignitaries as we're going to witness the physical launch of BELRISE.
Good evening, everyone. I'll just take a couple of moments and invite Mr. Kailash Jhandri from Bajaj Auto to come and speak for a couple of minutes. And he's seen us grow over the past many decades, so we would love to hear a customer perspective on this momentous occasion.
Good evening to all. My name is Kailash Jhandri and I head the manufacturing and all the plants of Bajaj located across the nation and globally. It's a very proud moment for all of us. We are associated with Mr. Shrikant Badve and family as a Badve Engineering since last more than 35 years. And wherever Bajaj is there, Badve is there. So be it Bajaj Waluj, Bajaj Chakan and Bajaj Pantnagar, everywhere they are present. And not only as a supplier, but a very reputed supplier which every OEM today will love to work. So the partnership went beyond, and not only with Bajaj but with Hero and other OEM too. And they are today the most preferred suppliers in automobile category. And with joining of Sumed and Sassid over a period of time, and I interacted with them as a student and as a management graduate now. So I strongly believe this group will definitely reach to a very high level in days to come. On behalf of my company Bajaj Auto, I wish BELRISE Group the new branding as a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Kailash sir, for your very kind words. Thank you so much for joining us today. So ladies and gentlemen, to talk more about the remarkable journey of BEL to BELRISE, with a thunderous round of applause, please join me in welcoming Mr. Shashank Joshi, Head of Corporate Strategy at BELRISE.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and our esteemed guests. Thank you so much for joining us today. I think this is a topic which goes very deep, especially to MD Sir, ED Ma'am, Swasthit Sumed, because the group has now been renamed, relaunched. While I would take you through the journey of how we have moved from Badve Engineering to BELRISE, one fact which comes to mind is the human capital which Badve Engineering is associated with, whether it's the internal stakeholders or external, because as Sir said, within a span of 24 hours, I think we had a hall full of people. So I think I would like to thank all of you first for turning up. So Badve Engineering was formed in 1988. When the brand was formed and launched, I think it was launched with a capital of 20,000. So I think Sir started one entity. He didn't know what's going to happen, what's going to be the future. It kept on growing from 1 plant to 2 plants to 3 plants. And slowly within a span of 3 decades, we reached 30 plants. So I think it's been a tremendous journey. It's been a very fast-paced journey. I'm sure he must have never got time to think and introspect of what's going to happen, how we're going to shape the brand, where the company will go. So I think when Swasthit Sumed came back to India, I think it was their concept that we want to rebrand and we want a fresh brand identity, which is not the family name. So we started with several rounds of discussions, I think mostly first with the internal stakeholders. We managed a channel partner who was working with us on the brand relaunch. They did several rounds of identity. I think this discussion spanned from senior stakeholders to the plants, to a lot of customers, vendors. Feedback was captured from everyone. And several iterations of names came that how we should be branded. The strongest feedback came from all the plants and the corporate teams that why should we not have a brand which basically carries something from the past and moves to the future. So I think that is how the name BELRISE was coined, where Bell is Badve Engineering Limited and RISE is basically a cue to catapult to the future. So Bell Badve Engineering Limited, RISE is how we move into new horizons, new technologies. Point in case is EV, ADAS, some acquisitions in sunshine sectors. So that's how the name BELRISE was coined essentially. I think during this journey, it has been very interesting to observe how the participation of all stakeholders has happened. I think there has been a great round of engagement from all levels, and I would like to thank each and every one of you for bringing us here. I'm sure Sumed, Swasthit are going to speak in detail about the future technologies and the evolution of the brand. But I think the most important thing that I would like to state here is, while we may change our appearance as a person, as an organization, through our colors or the choice of the brand, or the taglines that we use, essentially, I think our souls never change. And the soul of Badve Engineering is engineering. We are an engineering company, and that's how our tagline came of engineering futures. So I think going forward, we are going to engineer futures with the advent of technology, patents, and innovation. So I think that's largely how BELRISE is going to be formed. Finally, I would like to sum it up by taking a quote from Mr. Nelson Mandela. He famously said, "A winner is a man who dreams and never gives up." And I think if Mr. Shrikant Badve would have not dreamt and would have given up, he would have never been here. So I think all credit goes to him. That's why we are here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shashank, for your kind words. So now, ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, I would like to now invite on stage two very special people to share their golden nuggets of insights on the future of BELRISE. Please welcome Mr. Sumedh Badve, President, Badve Engineering Limited. Can we please have you on stage? Sumedh is currently doing his MBA at Harvard Business School in Boston. He previously worked with the Office Minister of Finance and Forest, Government of Maharashtra. He worked with the Badve Group for over 2 years before starting his MBA and undertook key initiatives in strategy and operations of the group, especially in the EV and mobility technology. Sumedh is going to be joined by his younger brother, Mr. Swasthit Badve. Swasthit completed his undergraduate degree from the Ivy League University of Pennsylvania. He obtained a dual degree in finance from the Wharton School of Business and a degree in industrial engineering. Currently, he's working at McKinsey & Company at Chicago. So, ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, please give a big, big round of applause for Sumedh and Swasthit as they join us to share the future roadmap of BELRISE.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you are all having a great time. Am I audible? Yeah. Perfect, okay. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We really appreciate your presence. And today, Sumedh and I just wanted to set the stage for what we are today and who we want to become in the future. I think our vision is grand, and we're going to need all the support in the world and all of your blessings, vision, and leadership to take us there. So being the second generation of an established automotive company gives us immense pride. We feel that the automotive industry is at the precipice of a massive transformation, especially with electric vehicles coming to forth. We feel the world is moving to a place which is connected, which is net zero, and which can make our lives so much easier as we take India towards a place where it can be the largest powerhouse in the world. Ultimately, we feel the Badve Engineering, given where we are, the platform we have established over the past 35 years, BELRISE now, as mentioned by Sumedh, BELRISE gives us the opportunity to really set forth and take the step towards making ourselves very successful in this next decade of growth.
Absolutely. So today what we want to do is just the both of us perhaps paint a picture about where we are, where the world is going, and what part we want to play as BELRISE Industries in shaping this world and how all of us together with the lovely team that we have, how we have to embrace this VUCA world that we live in. VUCA is a very common terminology that is, keep the lights on. VUCA is a world where we live in, you can keep the lights on. VUCA is a world which is essentially means, there's this four words that make up this acronym: volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. What this essentially means is that the world is in a flux. There's no certainty going forward. And this is seen in the macroeconomic world, where you have COVID, which happened a couple of years ago. You have socio-economic and global political tensions in terms of Russia and Ukraine, and supply chain issues with China. And the reason I mention China is because there's a complete narrative about the China plus one policy going forward. And in this space, I think in the China plus one era, India has a very, very key role to play. From without further ado, I think I'll let Swasthit elaborate a little about where the mobility space is going, where the future of mobility, where electric vehicles are coming in, and happy to hear what you're saying.
Yes. So our hypothesis and what our central leadership mandate has been that we feel that the world of automotive industry is going to change across 4 dimensions, and we can summarize it as ACES. A stands for autonomous, C stands for connected, E for electrification, and S for shared. So, firstly, in terms of autonomous, we feel that the world is moving to a place where in the future we can see self-driving cars and self-driving vehicles on the road. And we want to play, as BELRISE, an important part in that. We have actually acquired a startup recently called Starking Technologies, and Sumed and I have been running it for the past year or so. And we have actually made a foray into launching ADAS for commercial vehicles. So ADAS is basically a driving system that allows drivers to drive more safely, which encompasses everything from autonomous braking to detecting vehicles on its own, just to make sure that India becomes a much more safer in terms of safety. India, I think, accounts for 11% of the world's total fatalities, and we through Starkin want to make sure that we can reduce that. Second, in terms of connected, we feel that cars or vehicles in general are going to be connected. They would be able to talk to each other in the future. In a sense, we feel that this presents a massive opportunity in terms of how we can allow vehicles to kind of interact with each other. This interaction can really allow us to have a more efficient system in terms of logistics, in terms of automotive, in terms of shipping, in terms of a lot of different applications. Thirdly, in terms of electrification, I think we hear a lot about electrification, that India wants to become 30% electrified by 2030. We feel it's an ambitious target, but we already have been developing technologies that can be very complementary to this, and those technologies are currently in the development and will be unveiled shortly. Fourthly and lastly, in terms of shared mobility, I feel that a large part of India is to reduce pollution, and to reduce pollution, we feel that the sharing of mobility is very, very important. I feel that the days of having individual cars for every single person in the world are gone, and we'll eventually move towards a place where shared mobility will not only reduce pollution, but would also allow us to efficiently go from place to place together.
Absolutely. So, MD sir spoke about risk, and risk being everywhere that you go. You step out of the road, you're driving on the roads, there's a possibility of risk, you might get hit. So we took a leaf from that notebook, and like Swasad mentioned, we're both working on a startup which is aimed at safety on the roads. It's working on the ADAS space, ADAS. A stands for autonomous, so advanced driver assistance system, which is basically making your roads safer with autonomous and advanced driving systems to give your drivers alerts so that they can identify potential threats sooner. Over-encompassing all of these 4 aspects, I think, is sustainability. And I think that is something which is at our core. We really want to focus on sustainability in terms of saving the environment and towards India's larger, Modi ji's larger plan of net neutral carbon emissions by 2070. Now, this is all about the world, and I'll just take the last minute or so to tell you where we are coming in. Traditionally, we've been a manufacturing powerhouse, and I would like to believe, and I hope all of you in the room would like to aspire to make sure that we're achieving to that dream, is mastered the art of manufacturing, and I hope we continue to prosper on that area. You can never master it. There's always room for improvement, and that's what Kaizen teaches us. But we will continue to endeavor on making ourselves better in the area of manufacturing. However, where do we come in? Going forward, we would like to become a technology player. How do we leverage India's intellectual capabilities? India has 70% youth as we go forward. There's a lot of opportunity here to leverage these talents that we have in India and to really become a technology powerhouse. So going forward, Swasad and I are going to be focusing on that. There's a lot of partnerships that we're currently already engaged in, some of which have been already announced, some with Israel, and there's
a few more announcements that are going to be coming very soon. So please stay tuned. Exciting times ahead, and I hope all of us are here again. Like MD sir was talking about the 4 different decades, and the last decade was from 2018 to 2028. We're in 2023 now, so which is exactly at the middle of the last decade. So I hope we keep meeting before this large ceremony, but I hope the next milestone is in 2028 when we complete 40 years, and we're celebrating something much bigger and much newer, and we're looking at a very different world where we're playing a very key role in shaping that world. So thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate all your support. Thank you so much.
A big thank you, Sumedh and Swastit, for those kind words and for sharing your insights on the BELRISE Group. So ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, I would now like to take a few moments to introduce our next guest of honor. He started his own chartered accountancy practice in 1983. He has taken forward the legacy of 3 generations of entrepreneurship. Apart from cooperative sector, his contribution in the field of education, social work, journalism is very well recognized. He has given impetus to and encouraged Maharashtrian youth to start business through various annual conclave. To give impetus to women to take on entrepreneurship, he introduced loan scheme especially for women through Cosmos Bank. Women are offered loan at reduced rate of interest through this loan scheme. He is very well known for his transparent values, work ethics, positive yet realistic attitude, futuristic vision, ability to face all challenges remotely, and much, much more. So ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, let me please invite on stage the chairman at Cosmos Bank, Mr. Milind Kale.
Honorable Bhagwat Karar sir, and all well-wishers of BELRISE. This was a grand evening, and surprisingly, with a short notice to all of us, it was a big surprise. Today is really an auspicious day as far as the youth progress and imagination is considered. Swami Vivekananda has given a great message to us, that is, awake, arise, and do not stop until you achieve the goal. And that what we have realized being associated with Badve Engineering Group and now the BELRISE. We have got a long association and bonding as a partner of Badve Engineering, and I do expect in the future with BELRISE for whatever the new ventures that will be brought in. I have seen many industrialists in my career as a banker, those who manufacture products. But with Srikant Badve sir, I have seen he is an industrialist who manufactures plants which manufactures products. In short journey of, say not 35 years, but precisely last 20 or 25 years, having a plant number of 130 in 30 locations in 7 states is a miracle. We always find that whenever there is an industrialist, our banking experience is whatever he plans, he completes within the specified period plus 3 months. But here, the Badve Engineering used to complete every plant successfully implemented 3 months before the schedule. We bankers are always worried about the money that we are handling because we are trustee of the public money. As he gives satisfaction of delivering well in time to his customer about his industrial products, he delivers money back to all the bankers present here well in time before we plan for. And that encourages us to stand by him forever. That is the experience, not with me, but all the bankers, those who are present here. I am just sharing my views as a banking partner of the Shrikantji Badve for last few years. 30-35 years is a tenure of one generation. And luckily within this period of 30-35 years, we have seen that his growth path and the vision that is brought in by his young next generation, and we are really proud, Madam, because your grandmother is here, we are really proud to see the real development of the family in 3 generations that has brought the BELRISE to this new era. Badve sir has told that it is 5,000 plus crores business, and that is the largest, biggest player in the sector. I hope BELRISE will be largest and biggest in the globe, in the worldwide. My best wishes to BELRISE. Thank you.
Thank you, Milind sir, for sharing your kind words with us. Thank you so much for joining us today as well. So ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, I would now like to invite on stage our Chief Guest of Honor. Please put your hands together for Dr. Bhagwat Karat, Honorable Minister of State of Finance of Government of India. Dr. Karat is an Indian politician and retired pediatric surgeon. He is a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party and serves as a member of Rajya Sabha from Maharashtra. He was the mayor of Aurangabad twice. Dr. Karat became a Minister of State in the Ministry of Finance in the reshuffle of PM Modi's cabinet in the second term. So ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, I don't want to keep sir waiting. Can you please have you on stage, sir? And sir, before I let you speak, I need to tell you something about sir. I don't know how many of you know, but in November 2021, sir had saved the life of a passenger mid-air in Indigo Airlines. So एक बार जोरदार तालियां जाए sir के लिए. And I think he deserves a standing ovation. You know, saving the life of a passenger is not a small thing. I think, thank you so much, sir, for doing that. And I would like to hand over the proceedings to you, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Today is a very auspicious day. As already it is told that it is a birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda and Jizauma. Today we are gathered here to inaugurate the logo and the rename of the company Badve Engineering to BELRISE. So on this occasion, Srimati Kumud Badveji, she is a mother of Shrikantji Badve. Shrikantji Badve, then Milind Kaleji, Chairman of Cosmos Bank, Kailas Jangiriji from Bajaj, similarly Smita Sandhaniji, ex-MD from Saraswat Bank, तसेच similarly Supriya Madam, Sumedh, Swastid, all friends and employees of the Badve Engineering, press reporters and all dignitaries in this hall. Today I am really happy to attend this function because I know Badve family since last 35 years. He started his career from Sambhajinagar, that is Aurangabad. I remember Srikant moving from Aurangabad, that is to Valuj, for his industry on a scooter. He used to work in his small, you can say workshop, not industry workshop, which he started at about 150 square feet room. He started his job work to begin with. But he was doing, at that time I remember, the work by his own hand with 3 or 4 workers. That was his journey. But with his persistent efforts and whole dedications for this work, he has achieved a very good stage. Now, as it is mentioned, there are 30 industries all over the 7 states, around 15,000 workers, and turnover of this company is around 5,000 crores. It's a very important thing he has achieved. So I congratulate on behalf of everyone in this hall for his very good gesture. But it is always said that behind every successful man, there is always woman. So I congratulate Supriyatai. She is always supporting him, always she is also working for this industry. And I can mention here, suppose he is busy in some work in the industry or maybe some business, but she attends all the social functions also. She moves here and there. This has happened only because of their efforts. Day and night they are working, and I always talk to the Srikanji that he is daily in the plane. Morning he is going here, staying here, coming back. So he has to move a lot. So this is all because of your hard work and continuous persistent work he is doing. But now you are very much blessed with the 2 young male childs, that is Sumit and Swastit. They are also very well trained. They are very well experienced. So naturally now there is a sky is a limit for you. And as Kaliji said, he is very honest with the finance. Means madam must be having experience in Saraswat Bank also. So 35 years she was there, yes. So she is also having experience. He has expressed his thoughts. So naturally he is very honest with his finance, returning the money, taking the money. So with this, just I was observing the movie. He has received 3 awards. 1 from the president and 2 times from the prime minister, is it? So reverse. Twice from the president and once from the prime minister. So this is a very good achievement from him. And not only that, he has also received Japan Institute of Plant Maintenance. This is a very prestigious award internationally. And up till now, only 50 awards are announced. Out of 50, Srikanji, means this Badve Engineering Group, now today's BELRISE, received around 4 awards out of 50. So all this is a, I can say, driver. He is the driver of the car, but his team who are sitting here, they are also very important. They have formed a sort of teamwork, and their motto of the team is to give a good result, quality results. As it was mentioned, Madam has mentioned, different innovations are also there. Now Mr. Sumit and Mr. Swastit, they are also there. They are having a very, very well trained very good technology. They are having wide experience. So now there is a, again, as I said, there is a sky is a limit for our this BELRISE industry now. As I am working in Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji's government, I just want to mention here, India is rising in all sectors. And as our Prime Minister says, we want to have a new India, Naya Bharat. तो नया भारत अगर बनाना है तो हर सेक्टर में काम हो रहा है. Now this we are here, gathered here as an industry. Just I want to mention here, there are thousands of startups are coming in India, and out of these thousands of startups, more than 100 unicorns are from the India. This is a very good achievement for the Indian industry. Similarly, as if we think about our economy is also growing very fast. We are the 5th largest country of having large economy in the world. Our England, UK, who has ruled us for 150 years. But now our economy is more as compared to UK, and it is said that within few years we will be 3rd in the world. So this is possible only because of the such sectors, particularly MSME and all the industries. They are working very hard. They are doing very good business. They are doing very good exports also. The last year I remember our target we have achieved, export target was more than 400 billions, but it was achieved by us. So in all sectors, not only in industry, agriculture sector, industry sector, education sector, health sector, we are going ahead. And I think with the great vision of Honorable PM, we will become a Vishwaguru. Similarly, now we are holding a G20 meetings in our country, and there are only 4 cities are selected from Maharashtra where the meetings will be there: Mumbai, Pune, Aurangabad and Nagpur. So similarly, all the local bodies, they are preparing for the meeting. Government of Maharashtra is also preparing for the meeting. But this time is very good push for our country, our area, and we have to present our country's culture, our country's different things we have to show to the different countries. Similarly, on this occasion, I congratulate all the family members, Srikanji, Badve and his all family members for having such a nice program, and I wish him best luck for further his achievements in future. Thank you very much.
A big thank you, Karat sir, for sharing your golden nuggets of insights with us. And I'm sure all of you here would agree when I say this, that we all are truly delighted to have you with us today. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. And personally, it's my privilege to have shared this stage with you today. So thank you, sir, once again for gracing the stage with your occasion. Thank you so much once again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, can I please call upon Mr. Nakul Patil, Head Legal at BELRISE Industries, to please join us on stage and give us his vote of thanks. Can we have Nakul, please? एक बार जोरदार ताली हो जाए for Mr. Nakul Patil.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our chief guest, respected Dr. Bhagwat Karat sir, the Union Minister of State for Finance. Our another chief guest, Milind Kale sir, who is the chairperson of Cosmos Bank. Our board of directors and our statutory auditors, our secretarial auditors, the young age entrepreneurs Swastit San and Sumit San, and nonetheless my friends, peers, colleagues and all the dignitaries who are present here, who have graced this occasion by their august presence. I, CS Nakul Patil, the Group Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of the group, would like to express that the journey that have started 3 decades back as a sapling has now become a young tree who have established its deep roots in overall ecosystem and is all guns ready to take rising leap in its industry. The transition that have started with being radically different is now ready to engineer the futures. And with that able team at BELRISE, I'm sure it will be a destined future. I express my sincere vote of thanks to the chief guest, our promoters, board members, the event organizers, my backend team who have pulled this event in a very short time, the managing staff of Novotel, and all the dignitaries who are present. And it is needless to mention that it would have been a great event if Dada Saheb would have been here. Fondly we call him Dada Saheb, our chairperson, our Ahi Saheb. It gives me a very emotional notion that how we have grown and how we have transitioned from an engineering organization to become, and who is poised to become an industry and flamboyantly dominate the market in the new age technology. Without taking much of your time, I would like to bid adieu you all for this enjoyable and memorable evening. And last but not the least, I would like to quote a very famous शायरी that मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती हैं जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, पंख से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है. With that note, I would like to pay my homage and gracias guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Nakul, for your kind words. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we come to the end of this function. So, like all good things come to an end, we come to the end of this event as well. But please don't leave. Our networking dinner is open outside, so please have your food and be with us for some more time. Thank you so much for being with us today and for gracing this event with your lovely presence. A big round of applause to each one of you. एक बार जोरदार ताली अपने लिए हो जाए. Thank you so much for joining us. A big thank you to Karat sir, to Kale sir for joining us. Thank you so much for gracing this event with your presence. A big thank you to all the members of Badve family. Thank you so much for having me in this event. Thank you Shashank as well for recommending me for this event. And a big thank you to the sound and light team as well. A good job with all of you. Thank you.
I would request all the dignitaries to please pay attention. We would like to conclude this event by national anthem. Yeah. We will sing. So, if everyone is settled, shall we start? On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravid Utkal Banga Vindhya Himachal Yamuna Ganga Uchchal Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mage Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Jana Gana Mangal Dayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He Bharat Mata Ki